Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, like I always say, welcome to the channel. Today is Wednesday, April the 7th, and I hope that your week is going very well. In today's video, I want to talk a little bit about sales in business, primarily sales, and sort of touch upon the biggest hurdle, the biggest obstacle that people face as sales reps and business owners who primarily deal in a sales related function. So, the biggest obstacle in my experience in the sales process is not actually selling the product or service that you are in the business of selling, but it is the idea of getting a prospect on the phone and interested in a follow-up call to better explain your product and service to them, to lead towards them potentially buying that product or service depending on what you're selling. And that can be combated in one main way. So really what a lot of salespeople do, especially if they're selling by phone, is they'll make their cold calls each day, and they'll call a prospect, they'll leave them a voicemail if they have to, if they don't get them on the phone right away, and they might never call them back for fear of rejection or thinking, well, I left them a voicemail, they should call me back, something like that. And it leads to people missing out on making a lot of money and closing a lot of deals because the power of the biggest, the most powerful, weapon that a sales rep has in their arsenal is to follow up. And when you follow up, that increases the chances exponentially that you're going to close a deal and earn your commission check. So, and when I say follow up, I mean you're going to probably have to call people, 2, 3, 4, 8 times before you even get them on the phone the first time in order to schedule the follow-up meeting, whether it's in person or by Skype or Zoom or a longer phone call in general, to give them more information and close the deal. So it's very important for people to realize that, when you're calling, especially if you're in a volume-based call environment, sales environment, to spend more time following up with people, at least as much time following up with old prospects that you've reached out to initially as you do prospecting new ones. There needs to be a balance there. I read recently that 30 to 40% of a sales representative or a sales professional's time should be dedicated to prospecting. So logic tells us that 60 to 70% of their time should be involved in follow-up, as well as meeting with them in the follow-up meetings to go over things in more detail, educate them on the product and service, and then lead them towards the closing of the deal. So that's really all I wanted to talk about today. If anybody has any questions about sales, please let me know. I would be glad to talk more about this subject as I'm personally going through this with my own business interests and making cold calls and following up and trying to bring people through that sales cycle, as well as train sales reps that work for me and with me, bring them up to speed and train them through all these processes as well. And I think as I'm going through it as a new entrepreneur in real time, that it would be beneficial for you as my audience of this, and viewers of this channel, because it just makes my presentation more crisp and relevant and fresh in my mind, and just makes the content all around better for you guys, more informative and useful for you and whatever you guys happen to be involved in. So that's really all I wanted to say. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel. And please do not forget to share the video. Let's get these positive messages out there to as many people as possible. Thank you all again, and I will see you in the next video.